What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight... Okay, we're coming back to Tool. Yes, indeed. Tool fans, feeling you. Come on now. Here we go. This is a request from Enter a Name Here, Victor, My Schism, Damian Masuli, Fonseca Corona, and Chris Gonzalez. They all want to see me react to this song by Tool called Schism. And this actually won the Patreon request prioritization poll with a 55% vote. So, yeah, there you go. It went from about middle of the queue to number one. So, there you go. That's always a good thing. Have I heard this song before? I don't think so. The song does not resonate with me in any way, shape, or form. It definitely does not ring a bell. However, there's always a chance I may have heard the song in passing and I just don't realize it. So as always, if I start listening to the song and I suddenly go, wait a second, I've heard this song before, I'll let you know.
That's the truth.
You know me, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. This was posted by Tool, okay? And the video has 4.8 million views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. Tool, Schism, audio. Cut and dry. Just how I like it. Perfect. All right, 6:45. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. We should be okay. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
Wait a minute, is that bass? Is that bass? Aha! Wouldn't shock me. I want to hear that again. That was good. Let me see if I can figure out the chords there. Wait a minute. One more time. I think I got it. Hold on. That's a D6, down to the 5, under a, so it's a D minor 6 to an F major triad? Yeah, F major triad. To an inverted fifth, C inverted fifth, so it's a bar chord. C over G. D, another D6, but an inverted D6 this time. Inverted D6 minor. I think. Time out. Let me test that theory. Hold on. So, D6. Hold on, am I in tune? Okay, so D6 to F major triad to C over G to inverted D6, D minor 6. So it's That's cool. That's really cool. Who thought thought of this? Who thought of it? I would never in a million years think of that. Wait, that's not D. Hold on. That's another bar chord. That's A sharp over F. That's just a fifth. So that's going 4 to major third triad again. Sliding up to the C over G again. To the inverted 6, like they did before, and then releasing the D string. Ah, here we go again. That's right. And then opening, and then letting go of this fret and just hitting the open D to resolve. So the whole riff actually, it's not a strum, it's just a release. That's sweet. Oh, man. Oh, man, that's good. See, here's the thing. I would never think of playing something like that. I would never in a million years be creative enough to think about playing that. But having played it, it's not that hard. It's not that hard to figure out. But I would never in a million years think of it. Never in a million years. But I mean, as I just showed you, the riff itself, I was able to hear the chords. I was able to figure out the notes within the chords. It's only 2 notes per chord. It's not hard. You just the biggest thing is you got to isolate. And if you isolate the notes, you can split them. It's a lot easier to follow and almost anticipate. I was focusing more on the bottom note, on the D string. You know, the D to the F to the G to the A sharp, and I was like, okay, well now if we're gonna do that to the inversion, that all makes sense. But I would never think of it. I would never think of doing that riff. But man, that riff sounds cool. That's slick. That's still bass. I want to do that. I want to figure that out right now, but I'm not going to take up more time doing it. What? Wait, what? What was it? It always comes back to D. So it's 1, 7, 8. That's the triplet. So minor 3. Well, it'd be minor 3 over the 8. So what would that be over the 8? So it'd be 11. So minor 11 over the 1 to the 10 to the 1. Is that right? Is it? The thing with me is the triplet. I can't tell if it's 1, 5, 8 or if it's 1, 7, 8. I can't. Ugh. Sorry, I'm sorry. I got it. Look, if I don't figure this out, it's going to drive me nuts. So is it 1, 5, 8? No. Nope. It's not 158. Oh, that might be it. I think I was right. 178. Okay, there it is. That goes up to the 4, though. It can't be that simple, can it? It is that simple. See, again, this is a great example. A great example of it doesn't have to be complex. It just has to sound complex. The riff is easy. I just figured it out. It's not hard. It's, it's 178 in the triplet, doodle-it, and then you hit the 3 and the 2 above it with an open D in between, and you go up to and do the exact same pattern again, but this time you end on the 4. It's not hard. It's not hard. But again, would I have ever thought about it? No. Never in a million years. I would never in a million years have ever thought of that riff. Ever. But the thing is, the riff is not hard. The riff is actually really simple. But I would never think of it. This is what I love about Tool. Sometimes they take the simplest things, but no one would think of it, and then they apply it, and they make it sound a lot harder than it really is. I love that. I absolutely love that. That's fantastic. Okay, I'm gonna go all the way back to the beginning because I don't want to interrupt anymore. But I got excited, guys. I'm sorry. I'm a bass player, and I heard the bass actually being showcased like up front and center, and I got excited. I'm sorry, I did, and I apologize if anybody's getting bored out of their minds, but I had to do it. I had to do it. I'm sorry. Anyway, let's start from the top. I'm not gonna stop and try to figure anything else out anymore. I'm sorry. I gotta figure out time signature. So it feels like, I could be wrong, but it feels to me like they're doing a measure of 5/8 followed by a measure of 7/8, which is going to equal out to 12/8, yeah, but the way that the accents are happening and the way that the phrase is being broken up, it feels like 5/8, 7/8, 5/8, 7/8, 5/8, 7/8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's cool. Again, it's simple. It's not. It's 12/8. It's just all they did was split it. From being 12/8 or 6/8 and 6/8, they made it 5/8 and 7/8. That's all they did. And they made it sound far more complex than it actually is. That's really cool. See, again, they are doing it all over the place with the melodic line, with the time signature, with the feel and the breakup of the flow of each phrase. I mean, it's awesome. It's absolutely awesome. I love it.
I watched them tumble down. No fault, none to blame. It doesn't mean I don't desire to point the finger, blame the other. Watch the temple topple over to bring the pieces back together. Rediscover communication.
That pinch harmonic was nice. Hold on.
The poetry that comes from the squaring off between and the circling is worth it. Finding beauty. Dissonance.
They flipped it. They flipped it. So, on that part where it got really intense, they flipped it. Now it's still 5 and 7, but now instead of 5 and 7, it's 7 and 5. They inverted it. Now it's 7/8 with 5/8 to break up the feel and the way it's subdivided. Listen, it's brilliant. And they go right back into it again.
I've done the math enough to know the dangers of a second guessing. Doomed to crumble unless we grow and strengthen our communication.
Okay, so I'm counting 6, 6, 6, 9. Now that could be interpreted as 6, 6, 6, 6, 3, but 9. I mean, it could be 3. It depends on how you feel, how you feel about counting it. But I'm hearing 6, 6, 6, 9. That's how I'm interpreting it. So 6 is 18 plus another 9 is 27. So now we're in 27-8 time. Sure, why not? Hey, why not? Look, we've done 21-8. We've done 22-8. You know, hey, why not? Let's just do 27-8. Why not? You know what? Here's what we're gonna do. This is how Tool writes the songs. Ready? Here we go. Someone give me a box, or give me a hat, or give me something. Here we go. Okay, we're gonna put a whole bunch of numbers in here. All right, let's see what we're gonna pick out today. Let's see what song we're gonna do this time. How are we gonna write today's song? And today's winning time signature is, hey, 27. So 27-8 time. Sure, why not? Sure, hey, why not? Let's just do it. Let's just do it. I'm losing my mind right now. I am, because I don't understand how okay, I'm serious. I'm being dead serious here. Do they intentionally do this to mess with their fans' minds? Do they intentionally do this? Or do they seriously go and pull a number out of a hat and go, well, looks like we're writing today's song and it's going to be 31-8 or 27-8. Or, and the next song we're going to write is going to be, 15-8. Hey, why not? Let's really mess things up. Let's really mess things up. 41-8. Hey, why not? I don't get it. I don't get it. I love the brilliance. Don't get me wrong. I do love the brilliance, but where do they think of these things? Seriously, this is not how normal songwriters think. This is not how normal songwriters write songs. They don't sit there and try to be as out there with their time signatures as they possibly can. It's bad enough we had 5-8, 7-8, and then on the intense part, we flip it and do 7-8, 5-8, go right back to 5-8, 7-8 again. That's bad enough. Now, 27-8, sure, why not? Let's just mess with the people. Let's just mess with everybody's minds and melt them. Why not? Why not? You know what the sad thing is? Here's the sad thing. It sounds amazing. I'm sorry, but as frustrating as counting it is, it sounds amazing. It really does. And I love the transition. They made the transition so smooth and so seamless. It's so good. It's so good. I think I've done a couple of songs off this album. I think I'm done with this album as far as the reactions. I want to listen to this album start to finish. I really do. I know I did Lateralist, and I think The Grudge was on this album too, if I'm not mistaken. And now I've done this song, so that's 3 songs. I don't know, maybe I'll hold off, do a couple more, but I want to listen to this album. I've been reading in the comments, everybody's saying that this was like the best album they've written. Like, the last album they wrote, it was really good, but this album was better. That's what I'm reading in the comments a lot. And I really want to listen to this album. I do, but at the same time, I don't want to ruin a potential reaction. So it's tough. It's really tough, but I'm digging this, man. I'm digging the complexity, but yet here's the thing. It's complex, yet it's simple in its writing. Like the actual riffs are easy, but the writing is original. It's complex in thought. This not so complex in application until you get to the time signature changes. That's where things get complex, but they don't write these time signatures so strangely. Well, they do write them strangely, but yet they somehow make them sound normal. Like this part here. Listen. It doesn't sound awkward at all. It doesn't sound, even if you broke it up into 3, like let's say you didn't do 6, you did 9 bars of 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and you did that 9 times. Even then, 9, not a typical number, but it flows. It flows so naturally. And I do not understand how they're doing it. but it just feels good. It doesn't feel awkward at all. It's amazing. Vocals right here. Don't get me wrong, I've enjoyed his vocals through the entire song. Everything was fitting, but right here, ooh. No, back it up. Like that. Back to that 5-8 against the 7-8 again. 5 and 7, 5 and 7. They always come back, don't they? They always do. Man, I'm digging this. I don't know if I like this as much as the other two songs from this album, but this is up there. It's still up there. It's still super impressive. Man, their songwriting process is... I would love to sit in one day on their songwriting and just sit there and be a fly on the wall and watch them write these songs. I would love it. I would love to see the process. I really would. That's it? That's how it ends? Oh, damn it, Tool. Oh, man. My brain hurts, but my brain doesn't hurt as much as it did with, like, Lateralus. Lateralus, man, I still have flashbacks to that song. And every time I do, I get a headache. Same thing with The Grudge. The counting in The Grudge gave me a headache too. This song didn't give me as much of a headache. It wasn't that hard to figure out. But it was still really well done. Really well done. All right, let me gather my thoughts. Let me gather what's left of my brain. Let me scoop it up and put it back in my head. And we'll talk about it in the review. Well, there you go, folks. That was Tool with Schism. This was a request from Enter a Name Here, Victor, My Schism. Yeah, I see what you did there. Damian Masuli, Forenza Corona, and Chris Gonzalez. And this actually won the Patreon request prioritization poll with a 55% vote. So it went from being somewhere in the middle of the queue all the way up to number 1. So nice job, guys. Good call. Good call. I enjoyed this. Okay, I'm going to give you my score and then give you my reasonings for my score in, yeah, right, 5 minutes or less. We'll see. Look, I'm going to do my best to stay on point, but I have a feeling 5 minutes is not going to be enough time, but I'm going to try. I am really going to give it the old college try. All right, let me give the score first. On a scale of 1 to 10, they did it again, man. Tool did it again. I'm going to give that a 9.1. Yep, 9.1. I feel good about that score. Let me tell you why.
Why?
Okay, let's get to it quick. All right, first of all, I have said on this channel many times, simple can be effective when it's done correctly. Let's talk about that opening bass riff. The riff itself is really not that difficult. It really isn't. Once I was able to split the notes and follow the bottom note and then anticipate the top note, according to what I was hearing within the chord, it was really easy. It was real simple. It was so simple, I picked up my bass and I figured it out pretty much on the spot. Same thing with the riff after. It was, again, not that hard. Once you figure it out, once you figure out the notes, it's not that tough. It really isn't. The riff is actually very simple and very repetitive. Here's the thing. Never in this lifetime or the next or the one after that would I ever think about making that riff. Never in a million years would I ever think about using those chords on a bass, no less, to write an opening riff for that song like that. And then the riff afterwards with the triplet. Never in a million years would I ever think about writing it. That's where I give Tool all the credit in the world. Very much like Primus, they think of it. They take the thought, they take the idea, and they turn it from thought to application, and then to execution. And they do it really well. Now, execution, pretty simple. Thought, idea, not so simple. Like I said, never in a million years would I think of it. Getting into the song itself, switching between 5/8 and 7/8, and in certain parts inverting it and making it 7/8 to 5/8, switching back immediately, seamlessly back to 5/8, 7/8. Man, that's smart. That is so smart, and it's so cool, and it's so easy, and yet no one would think of it except who? Tool. Okay, and then towards the end with that other part, 27/8. Hey, sure, why not? Why not? You know, hey, let's draw a number out of a hat. Oh, what do we got this time? We got 90, check that out. We got 93/8 time. Let's do that next. You know, watch the next Tool album. There's going to be a song in 93/8. You watch. I guarantee you they're going to throw some outlandish number at us. It just seems like every Tool album, it gets more and more out there. Like they're trying to outdo themselves, which I guess is a good thing, but at the same time, don't go so far out there that you lose us. But there's the catch. As far out as they get, 27/8? Are you kidding me? But at the same time, it sounds perfectly normal. It sounds natural. It flows like a river. There was nothing in that section, despite the fact being in 27/8 time, that sounded awkward or weird or strange or stiff or forced. Everything flowed and it was amazing. It was absolutely amazing. It sounded fantastic from start to finish, honestly. Some great switch ups within the song too. Not mode, but feel switch ups. Places where it would get a little more relaxed and then it would kick into this super intense part and then it would come out back in that super chill, super relaxed feel again. Great transitions there. Maynard's vocals on this, especially in that one section, in the 27/8 section. Wow. I dug it. I absolutely dug it. The guitar work in this song was good. Don't get me wrong. The Tempest one, I thought Tempest really showed off the guitar work far better than this song did. And what was the other song? The Grudge. The Grudge, I also felt did a lot more for the guitar playing than this song did. This song, to me, the bass was the showcase in this song. And that's how it felt to me anyway. Bass and drums were really like the foundation for this song. Like that's what the song was centered around. And I dug that. Being a bass player, I gotta dig that. No, this song and the bass player's tone. I love that bass player's tone on this. That high, the high tone impact for the attack, while still having a good full bottom end. It sounded great. This song was excellent, outstanding. I loved this song. My favorite from them, I wouldn't go that far, but it's keeping in context and it's keeping up to speed with everything else I've heard from this album. I've heard 3 songs from this album now. I've heard The Grudge, which I loved. I heard Lateralus, which I loved. It hurt my head, but I loved it. And then I have this song, which I also loved, okay? But out of the 3, I think this is my 3rd favorite, if I'm being honest. I absolutely loved The Grudge. The feeling in The Grudge was fantastic. I think The Grudge is still The Grudge might be my favorite to listen to. But I have to give all the credit in the world to Lateralus for being the exceptional beast that it is from a songwriting standpoint. And I also thoroughly enjoyed it. I absolutely love that song too. But if it comes to me just wanting to rock out and groove, I'm going to listen to The Grudge. But this song, nonetheless, really well done, and I did thoroughly enjoy it. It did blow my mind, and that's why it's getting the 9.1. So, 9.1, final score, I have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hopefully, I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, then I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you did enjoy the show, and you would like to see more videos like this, feel free to join the fan base by clicking on that button down there. Yeah, you know the button I'm talking about. Click on that button, join the fan base, and become one of us. Now, for whatever reason, if you don't feel like clicking on that button, that's okay. I still respect you. Also, if you did enjoy the video, please feel free to give the video a thumbs up. It'll do me a world of good and it will do you absolutely no harm whatsoever. Finally, if you guys do join the fan base, you will find a bell down there that you can click on. By clicking on that bell, it'll keep you up to date on everything happening with this channel, including when new content gets dropped. So, if you want to stay in the know, click on the bell and you'll stay in the know. Well, that's going to do it for the night, folks. Until next time, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.